Are you willing to do what it takes? That's my question. Are you willing to do what it takes? Because I am. I'm willing to do what it takes. Are you willing to take an extra risk? Are you willing to practice another discipline to get better? I am. It's 5 in the morning. I'm used to getting up at 7:30, so I can take my son to school by 8. And, some of you might be like, oh, well, I got to get up at 4:30 to get to work on time. I got to get up at 5. Hey, listen, I work for myself. So with that being said, there was times where I used to get up at 10, 11, 12, sometimes even 1. I would sleep in just because I was tired. And was I sleeping in just to sleep in? No, I was putting in the work the day before. But now I'm practicing the discipline. No matter what I do the day before, I'm getting up at 5. Why? Because when I was getting up at 9, 10, 11, yeah, I was making ends meet. I was able to do what I wanted to do, pay my bills, but I was leaving too much on the table. I was leaving too much on the table. And why not go get it all while you got the chance to get it? Why leave things on the table? Because when the struggle happens and the struggle comes, which it does, all you're going to think about is how much I left on the table, how irresponsible I was, how negligent I was. And we can't do that. So the question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Because I am. Right? It takes a crazy amount of discipline to change a life. It takes a crazy amount of discipline to change a life. But for the majority, we are more comfortable in our struggle than we are hungry for success. We are more comfortable in our struggle than we are hungry for success. And I have my days too. And it gets hard. I have my days. But the trick is, we can't have those days at all. We cannot have those days, right? We have to remind ourselves that struggle lasts forever if nothing changes. Struggle lasts forever if nothing changes. But if you make the necessary changes for a little bit, the effects can change your life for the long term. So why don't we all do it? It's because we've been conditioned or trained to partake in instant, temporary gratification, which will leave us in want every time. Notice I said temporary, instant gratification. Why did I say it like that? Because for example, I'm tired, I want to stay in the bed. As an entrepreneur, you're leaving money on the table when you do that. But you get an extra hour of sleep. So you close your eyes again, you go to sleep, and you sleep for another 60 minutes. Yeah, you got more rest, but you missed money that you could have been getting. You could have lost that extra hour, but you didn't want to. Instant, temporary gratification. Now, if you keep doing that over and over and over and over, guess what happens? You start losing. Your competition starts catching up, because guess what? They up earlier than you. Remember in the other video that I did, take yourself seriously or nobody will. Your competition ain't waiting on you to decide, you know what? He wants to get up at 9, 10 o'clock, so I'll be able to open at 9, 10 o'clock. No. He doesn't answer his phone at 9, 10 o'clock because he's still asleep. I'm going to make sure I'm up at 7. So after they call his phone and he doesn't answer, they'll call mine and I can get the business. And then what do? They'll treat your customers they'll give them the red carpet service and your customer is gone. They'll give them the red carpet service and your customer is gone, and they will never call you again. You left money on the table and that money is gone. So why get up at 5 every morning? For what? Let's think about it. During the day, I like to go to the gym. But that's during work hours. I can get that done at 5 in the morning. During the day, I do a lot of my advertising. During work hours, guess what? That can get done at 5 in the morning. During the day, I like to listen to informational videos and study. During work hours, that can get done at 5 in the morning. I like to have a little me time from time to time. That can get done at 5 in the morning. There's a lot of things that can be done before everybody wakes up, so you can have a jump start on the day. Why not? Why not? There's no reason why not. There's no reason other than laziness. And laziness will get you killed. Let's just think about it. You neglect your body for years and years and years because you don't want to work out, right? Then you don't want to cook, so you just eat the wrong foods for years and years and years. That will kill you. That will kill you. You're going to destroy yourself if you neglect your bills month after month after month after month. You late to work day after day after day after day. Eventually, you're going to lose that job. So you got to make the necessary changes to get where you want to get. You got to make the necessary changes to get where you want to get, and it's not going to be comfortable. That's a reality that we all got to come to. That's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable making the necessary changes that you need to make to get where you want to get. It's not. It's going to take long nights, early mornings. It's going to take that one extra rep in the gym when you feel like you can't do no more. It's going to take studying when you're tired. It's going to take getting up out of the bed when you don't feel like it. Guess what? It's going to take self-reflection and you being honest with yourself. Me being honest with myself, I can't miss the gym for too long because I'm going to get out of the habit. So guess what? Now that I'm taking health seriously, I'm not missing nothing. Now, as soon as I got in the mindset of going to the gym every day, no excuses, things want to start happening to keep me from going. My son got sick. A few days he's been sick. I had to stay home with him all day, every day. So I had to make it up in my mind, okay, you don't need a gym to work out, but do some push-ups. What did your granddaddy and your great-granddaddy used to do before there was Planet Fitness and Gold's Gym? They'll get on the floor and do push-ups. Get on the floor and do some push-ups, man. You got to do what's necessary, man, even when it's hard. You got to do what's necessary, even if it's hard. Because life ain't meant to be easy. You don't come into life, most of us don't come into life with life just being easy. So you got to make it easy. You got to make your life easy. You got to make sure your wife and kids live a decent life. You got to do that. Nobody's going to give it to you. Whoever you are, whoever might be listening to this video, whoever you care about, it's up to you. But you got to do what's necessary. And you got to be willing to do it. You got to be like die hard about that. You got to be relentless. No distractions. Nobody or nothing can get in between what you want to do and what your goals are. Nothing or nobody can get between you and what you want to do and what your goals are. You might have to cut some people off. That is a discipline and a necessary change that a lot of people have to make, and it's hard. It's hard to do. cutting off ties with friends, cutting off ties with family. Because at the end of the day, if you spend your whole life making sure everybody else is fine, and you don't make the decisions that you need to make for your life, I guarantee you're going to find that after you do everything that you need to do for somebody else to make their dreams come true, their goals, their aspirations come true, you're going to find that they're not going to take that extra mile that you took to make sure your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations are good. This is why when you're on an airplane, they tell you to put the mask on yourself in the event of the plane going down before you put the mask on your children. Because you can't save your children's life if you can't breathe. How are you going to help somebody else and you haven't helped yourself? You got to make the necessary changes for yourself. Even if that means you have to isolate yourself for a little bit. Are you willing to take that discipline? Are you willing to take that challenge? That's the question. I am. If you're willing to do that, man, hey, put it in the comments. Tell me what you're willing to change about yourself. Hey, I'm willing to stop staying in the bed past 5 o'clock to get where I want to get. I'm willing to go to the gym on a daily basis to get where I want to get. I'm willing to save and not splurge to get where I want to get. I'm willing to work extra hours to get where I want to get. That's what I'm willing to do. What are you willing to do?